We are joined by driver of the number 12 Ford for Team Penske, Ryan Blaney. Ryan scored your first win here at Pocono Raceway. Got two shots at it coming up for the 2021 NASCAR doubleheader. What are you looking forward to most here at Pocono Raceway this weekend?
Well, just nice to get back. I Pocono has a special place, kind of in my heart, just because you win your first Cup race there. It's any place is going to be special to you, and it's not crazy far from kind of where my home base is, or not base, but hometown is in Ohio, and I have a lot of family that don't live too far from there. So, but yeah, just special. You never forget the places you went at, especially for your first time, like I said, and I get those memories back every time I drive in the tunnel. So looking forward to getting there and have a doubleheader. I think that's a great thing that Pocono's implemented with the doubleheader weekend, and gives fans a good chance to watch two Cup races and then other series too. And so it should be a good one. Hopefully it's a good one, and I'm looking forward to getting there here in a few days.
You talk about the doubleheader coming up. Talk a little bit about the challenges from a competitor standpoint, and also just from a simple team perspective. You're trying to use the same car. Top 20 lead lap invert is still in order between Saturday and Sunday. What goes into the strategy to build the race car, keep it in one piece, and race again on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean that's your goal every week, right? I mean, you don't want to ever tear up your race car, no matter what the schedule is, if it's a doubleheader or not. So you try not to think about that too much, uh, and then the strategy on the invert, I don't really, if I'm running 17th on Saturday, I'm not going to back up to 20th to finish the race to start on the pole the next day. You're not going to give up those points at the end of the race. So I don't think anybody is. It's just kind of the way that's structured. But I think it's a good idea. I thought it made it exciting, and challenging. It's a shame we have to start pretty far on the back on Saturday because of our Nashville finish. But you hope you work your way up there, and the race is long enough, that place is wide enough to where be able to make some passes. So but yeah, the strategy side, really the only strategy side that switches up from a normal Pocono race is just it's a little bit shorter than we usually have, and but it's pretty much the same as last year. And you change your fuel mileage up a little bit on when you pit, when you don't pit. So that side we have a little bit of experience on.
Multiple media members have asked this question for you. What is it going to take to stop Kyle Larson at number 5 team currently right now?
I don't know. Put some put some X-Lax in his coffee or something before the race. I don't know. Try to get him off his game, or give him some raw chicken or something before the race. I don't know. I really don't know. That group's got to figure it out right now, and they've been really strong here the past 2 months. Really all year they've been strong, but they've really been crazy strong here. The past couple months, and it's obviously shown, and we've noticed it. And if I could tell you today what they're doing a lot better than everybody else, we'd be doing it. But that's the kind of the game that we're in. Is teams find something and it's really strong, and it's up to your group to keep working hard and trying to catch up. And that's what we're in right now, is kind of catching up to those guys. Hendrick, they've done a good job, and I think we've made some gains on them. But we still got to keep working. So we'll just see. I guess this sport's kind of a big circle and a big cycle of teams on top, and then other teams finding stuff, they catch up, and it just kind of keeps going round and round. But you hope you find it sooner than later, and hopefully we'll make a step at it here at Pocono.
Hopefully that triangle helps you out with that circle. So moving on to the Pocono doubleheader, how do you prepare for that when it comes to the coming to this final summer stretch for the playoffs, getting as many bonus points as you can, getting yourself further up the ranks before it gets started? How important is the Pocono doubleheader with just a few races left before those playoffs start?
Yeah, it's really important. You have 2 days back to back to where you try to stack up your, whether it's stage points and try to get a stage win or two, trying to win the race. I mean, that's, we're getting down to coming to the end of the regular season here, and you really have to get on it to whether get up there in the point standings to get the regular season bonus points, or like I said, get wins and just kind of pad your playoff points, just to kind of help you out throughout the round. So those are huge. You need those to really help out. So yeah, it's a huge emphasis. It really is all year, of trying to get playoff points and stage points and wins. And that just kind of carry over and reset after every round. Just kind of gives you a little bit of a cushion. So, but we're getting down to the end of the regular season here, and you have to really step up. And Pocono is a great place to get some really good stage points and try to win the races here back-to-back days.
Talking about the rest of the season and the consistency. Obviously, you guys have had a ton of speed. The consistency may not have been there as much as you prefer. How you put together some top 10 finishes lately. What is it going to take to move back up in the top 5? And does it start this weekend?
Yeah, I mean honestly, the last month has kind of been a little bit of a struggle for us. We ran pretty decent at the All-Star race, but other than that, it's kind of been a struggle. We haven't really been to where we need to be speed wise, and we haven't executed great, and I'm part of that. I can do a better job. So it's all a big group effort. But the biggest thing is trying to find a little bit of speed in our cars. It would definitely make it easier, and just executing a little bit more here and there. It's from the driving side to pit road, that's kind of the one thing that I feel like we can clean up. So, but like I said, it's all a work in progress, and you're all in it together. No matter what side you need to work on with your team, you can always get better yourself too. So, we need hopefully it smoothens out here at Pocono this weekend. We need a good run because it's, like I said, it's been a little bit of a downer the last month, and but you look forward to the next race and just try your best to get that done.
Talked a little bit before about the first career win. What do you remember most about that memorable victory you had with the Wood brothers a couple years ago?
I remember a lot of that race, but I think the most memorable thing was getting to victory lane after the race. That's just the moment you see everybody for the first time, in hours, and really the first time I was able to talk to anybody in hours because my radio and my helmet went out, and so just to be able to see everybody and celebrate with them was great, because it wasn't only my first win as a Cup driver. It was a lot of that team's first win. It was from the mechanics to the pit crew. It was a lot of their first win too, so that made it even more special. And then to see Eddie and Len Wood at victory lane made it even cooler. So they were really excited. So that to me was the most special part, just to see everybody and kind of celebrate with them in victory lane, and just to see how excited everybody was. And once you kind of finished the race and it was over, you're like, well, this, it happened. They can't take it away from us. And but that was definitely the most special part, seeing everybody again.
And you're returning to Pocono Raceway. Obviously, you've raced in front of fans before. Pretty looking forward to a really big crowd. Announced last night on social media, our infield is actually 100% sold out. No spots available. What's it like? What's the energy like at a place like Pocono Raceway when you have fans in the stands compared to what you had to deal with last year?
Yeah, it's just not the same. We had to deal with it for probably a year and a half. Yeah, probably a year, and with trickling fans back into the stands for a while there, but no one allowed in the infield. And now it's rapidly gotten more and more people in the infield and in the stands. Nashville felt like a normal weekend to us, from as far as people in the stands and everybody in the garages and pit road. It was nice to have that back, to be honest with you, just because that's what we were used to, and it's what I grew up enjoying, meeting people and meeting fans, and showing that we appreciate them coming out. So it was tough for everybody, not only tough on us, but tough for fans who weren't able to go to races last year, and that's, maybe they've been going to a track for decades, and that ended just because of what happened. So it's just nice to have people back, and the Pocono infield is great. We've done some really cool things there in the past, some cool events, and it's just nice to see the energy there. So I look forward to rolling in there Friday night and driving through the tunnel, and then running through all the buses and seeing all the people there having a good time. That's going to be great, and it's nice to have that back and try to get back to something normal.
Ryan, we wish you the best of luck this weekend when you come to Pocono. Safe travels, and thank you for your time today.
Thank y'all for joining. Have a good one.